Welcome into this week's edition of Football Frenzy. I'm Carl Jones. That guy over there is A.J. Feldman. Big matchups all over the slate tonight, including 3 battles of undefeated teams that all lived up to the hype.
That's right, and we will start in Class A2, where Canandaigua was ranked 3rd in the state, but hasn't really been tested so far this year, facing an 18th-ranked Spencerport team hungry for an upset. Braves beat the Rangers in the semis last year. Tonight, tied at 3 in the second quarter, Braves go to the bag of tricks. Philly-esque. It's Jackson Grant to Brian Boldrin on 3rd and goal. Braves take a 10-3 lead, but the Rangers answer. Cameron Mesh flicks it on over to Brenton Sheffield. He's in for the score. We've got a tie 10-10 game at the half. Rangers get the ball first in the 3rd quarter. They punt it away, and the Braves, well, they can kill you with all 3 phases of the game. Elliott Morgan on the return, 71 yards, eventually knocked out of bounds, but the Braves offense will take over from there. 3 plays later, Boldrin keeps it himself, tucks it in for the 2-yard score, and it's 17-10 Braves. Rangers answer with a field goal, but on the next Canandaigua possession, it's Boldrin over to Eric Platten, 65 yards to the house. Canandaigua stays undefeated. They get the big win, 31-13.
Batavia hosting HFL tonight. Big matchup between the 4th and 5th ranked teams in Class B. We pick things up in the 3rd. Batavia with a 20-13 lead, but not for long. Brody Young finds Ben Carson. He makes a few blue doubles miss and strides his way into the end zone. We're all tied up at 20. Next possession, after a long run by Aiden Anderson, Jesse Reinhardt sneaks it in for the score. They missed the extra point, which will come back to haunt them. 4th quarter now, Brody Young connects with his backfield mate, Zach Meacham, on a swing pass for 6. They made their extra point to take the lead 26, I'm sorry, I apologize for that. Final chance for Batavia here, 4th down and long. Reinhardt chucks it up into the end zone, but it falls incomplete. HFL pulls off the comeback and comes away with a 27-26 win.
And our last undefeated battle in Class D, 2nd-ranked Avon hosting 5-0 Oakfield, Alabama Elba. But it's OAE with a 21-7 lead in the second half. They're trying for a field goal here. Busted play, but Cameron Cusmano scrambles out and finds Connor Scott wide open. However, the Braves defense will get a stop. Still 21-7 in the 4th. Aggies trying to ice the game on 4th and 15. Bodie Hyde to Noah Courier for the first down. Aggies knock off the 2nd-ranked team in the state, 24-7 your final.
Also around the court, Brighton putting their 5-0 record on the line against the Eagles. First drive of the game, Brighton in the end zone. Brighton in the red zone. Brendan Clashkins rolls out to his left looking for Jackson Cypher, who comes down with it. Bruins up 7-0. Still in the first here. Bruins back in the red zone. Clashkins follows his blockers and turns on the Jets, and he goes untouched up the sideline for 6. Brighton jumps out to a 2-score lead. Still in the first here, but that didn't stay like that for long. The Eagles didn't lie down after a nice drive down the field. Eric Barr with a surprise QB sneak. Aranacoy put up a fight, but Brighton held them off as they will go on to win 30-15.
Let's head on up to AA. 5-0 McQuaid taking on Hilton. No score in the first quarter. Knights trying to get on the board, but Luke Lockhart, lockdown D, gets the interception. However, the Cadets could not capitalize on O. So the next drive for McQuaid, they finally get to work. John Mahar dumps it off to Paris Smiley, and this guy makes plays every week. Somehow stays up here, rolls into the end zone. McQuaid heads into next week's matchup with the Quinas undefeated with a 34-6 win.
Aquinas looking to join them at 6-0, taking on Victor tonight. Midway through a scoreless first, Michael White drops back and throws it up for his guy, Terrell Richard, who snatches it out of the air to put the Little Irish on the board first. Next possession here is C.J. Palmieri, takes the handoff and finds nothing but green grass. He runs this one all the way down to the 6 to set up a Victor touchdown. This game will be all tied up at 7. On to the second quarter here. White out of the shotgun, and he throws a beautiful slant to Jaleel Johnson to put Aquinas up 13-7. Aquinas will pull away in the second half as they will go on to win 36-14.
Over to East, the 4-1 Eagles hosting Athena. Scoreless in the first quarter. A little bit of trickery here. Dion Mather back to Kenneth Edwards and up to Anthony Diaz. 53 yards on a trick play touchdown. They've got a 7-0 lead. Still in the first quarter, the Trojans defense comes up with the big play. Right place, right time for Jaden Rapp. Easy pick 6, and we're tied up at 7. But in the second, the Eagles start to pull away. Mather rolls out and finds Kelvin Shepard. The Eagles win big. They take this one 40-12. And finally, Eastridge and Brockport, both teams ugly in the first half. 7 turnovers in this first half, but in the first quarter, the Lancers get on the board. Jaden Gamble, 36 yards, scoots in for the end zone to take an early 6-0 lead. In the second quarter, Amir Proctor, 12-yard run for the Lancers here on the little reverse. Eastridge, they get the win. 18-0 is your final score.
Coming up after the break, the Bills are getting healthier and healthier for their game against the Chiefs, but there are still plenty of question marks.
We'll have that coming up after the break, but first, here's some more Section 5 scores. Well, that's all the time we have for Football Frenzy tonight. We will be back here tomorrow with another day of high school football action. He's Carl Jones. I'm AJ Feldman. Thank you so much for watching us. We will see you tomorrow. Stephen Colbert is coming up next. Have a great rest of your night.
Praise 3. Rangers, let's go. Fourth down. All right, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for the Eagles.